Hey guys, right here I have a 2018 BMW M2 Coupe. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. There are welcome lights as you unlock the car. The side mirrors are currently folded out. As you lock the car and press and hold on the lock button, the side mirrors automatically folds in, and upon unlocking, the side mirrors automatically folds out again. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you are able to roll down both windows in the car simultaneously, and to roll them back up together, just press and hold on the lock button. The M2 in Malaysia does come standard with BMW's Comfort Access Smart Keyless Entry and Start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the ribbed area on any of the door handles. Long press the ribbed area to fold the side mirrors in. And to unlock the car, just tap the area again behind any of the door handles. As you open the doors, the windows dip down. To clear the door frame, along with that smart keyless entry, push button start is standard. So, to start the M2, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. A rack and pinion electric power steering system is what controls the F87 M2. This system is routed to an M Nappa leather steering wheel with the M badge on the bottom spoke, M tricolour stitching around the inner rim, and thick sport grips at 10 and 2. In Malaysia, only the 7-speed M dual-clutch transmission with drive logic is offered. As the name suggests, a dual-clutch transmission, more commonly known as a DCT, is comprised of two sets of clutches. In the M2's case, clutch 1 controls gears 1, 3, 5 and 7, and clutch 2 controls gears 2, 4 and 6. The nature of a DCT is to give drivers faster shift times and better fuel efficiency over a conventional automatic or manual transmission. Featured on the M DCT are two functions: launch control, which provides maximum acceleration from a standing start, and low speed assistant, which helps the car move at very low speeds. When the gear lever is in the neutral position, shifting it to the right activates drive. Shifting it to the right once more brings the car into sport mode, and the manual shifting option is now available. Manual shifting can be performed either by the gear lever or by the pedal shifters behind the top two steering wheel spokes. Reverse is selected by pushing the gear lever all the way to the left and forward. Leaving the transmission in neutral when the engine is idling is fine, as spark is only engaged when the engine is shut off. Rear parking sensors are standard. To the right of the gear lever, there is a button if pressed once activates the dynamic traction control system. If the button is pressed longer, the dynamic stability control system turns off. Below this button is the driving experience control driving mode switch. The M2 comes with three modes: Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus. The default mode is Comfort, where the car is programmed for a comfortable drive. In this mode, the steering is light, Throttle is less sensitive, and gear shifts are at regular intervals. Sport tunes the M2 for a sportier drive by tightening the steering, making the throttle more responsive, and holding onto gears longer. Sport Plus is somewhat the same as Sport, with the difference being the driving aids are limited in Sport Plus. A louder exhaust note is also present on the Sport modes. 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, dynamic stability control, dynamic traction control, cornering brake control, adaptive brake lights, and immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats are some of the safety features available on the M2. Okay, so let's turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The M2 comes standard with 19-inch M double-spoke style 437M light alloy rims with a burnished black finish. The Michelin Pilot Super Sport tyres, which are of a mixed variety, measures 245/35ZR19 in front and 265/35ZR19 at the back. At all 4 corners are ventilated and perforated disc brakes. The suspension is McPherson struts in front and a rear multi-link setup. Naturally, for an M2, an M Sport suspension and an active M differential are standard features as well. The BMW 2 Series range of vehicles are split into 2 separate lineups. On one side are the rear-wheel drive coupe and convertible models, and on the other side are the front-wheel drive Active Tourer and Grand Tourer MPV models. The coupe and the convertible models replace both the 1 Series coupe and convertible. Like its predecessor, the 2 Series coupe and convertible models are based on the 1 Series hatchback. The 2 Series coupe, known as the F22, debuted at the 2014 North American International Auto Show, while the F23 2 Series convertible was unveiled a few months later at the 2014 Paris Motor Show. October 2015 saw the unveiling of the range-topping F87 M2 Coupe, and this model is positioned as a replacement for the 1 Series M Coupe. In 2017, a facelift or life cycle impulse as BMW calls it was revealed for the F22, the F23, and F87. The M2 is powered by a 3-litre, dual ovate cams, 24 valves, turbocharged inline-6 petrol engine with a twin-scroll turbo, Valvetronic, double Vanos, and high-precision injection. Codenamed N55B30, it produces 365 horsepower at 6500 rpm and 465 Nm of torque at 1400 to 5560 rpm. An overboost function pushes the torque figure to 500 Nm at 1450 to 4750 rpm. 0 to 100 km/h is in 4.3 seconds, and the top speed is 250 km/h. The fuel tank carries 52 liters of petrol, and the combined fuel consumption for the M2 M DCT is 7.9 liters per 100 kilometers. 185 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and the M2 is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. The M2 Coupe in pre-facelift form went on sale in Malaysia in March 2016. The facelifted model was launched in October 2017. Exterior features of the M2 Coupe include automatic auto-leveling LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, headlight washer system, LED daytime running lights, LED indicators for the front, sides and rear, LED rear lights, LED rear fog lights, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, BMW individual high-gloss shadowline exterior trim, front grills with M double rods in black, an M rear spoiler, and an M exhaust system with quad pipes. Speakers right there, down below, storage and bottle holder, right here, mirror controls, window controls. Both the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. This lever adjusts the interior brightness, storage, and this button pops open the boot lid. M door sills, And the driver's seat in this M2 Coupe gets full powered adjustments, with all of your controls located right down there, together with your 2% memory settings. The only manual adjustment for the seat comes in the form of the thigh support, adjusted using this lever right here. To gain access to the rear seats, pull this lever, flip the seat back forward, then push this button to move the seat forward. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. Dual zone automatic climate control system, fan speed, individual modes for the driver and front passenger, temperature for the driver and front passenger, automatic mode, maximum air conditioning, recirculation, rear defrost and front defrost. Storage right here and right here. You can also use this as cup holders, and to the right an ashtray, or you can remove it. There's also a cigarette lighter or power outlet depending on what you use it for, and a cover if you do not want it exposed. Central locking. The M2 is fitted with BMW's navigation system professional touchscreen head unit. This system features an 8.8-inch color display, various media connectivity options, and navigation. Sound is provided by the Harman Kardon surround sound system with 12 speakers and 360 watts of power. The Harman Kardon sound system that comes with this M2 is actually quite good. The 8.8-inch display right above is controlled using your set of controls located down the center console. Ahead of the knob, you do have your shortcut buttons for your media, communications, menu, map and navigation, and behind it, back and option buttons. In the middle, the knob goes up, down, left, right, scrolls to left, scrolls to right, and clicks down for enter. You also have a touchpad right above the knob where you can input letters and numbers and whatnot into the search function or the navigation function. Just above the climate control panel, you do have a set of controls as well. Seat track, eject, CD player, 8 customizable buttons. You can program these 8 buttons to store, say, your favorite contact, your favorite navigation address, your favorite radio station, and whatnot. Volume and power knob, different mode selection button, and FM AM. Now, the display now comes in a tiled format versus the list format as found in previous iterations of the iDrive. But let's start with the menu that's to the far left, and that is media or radio. Push the knob down, and right here we are in your main media radio menu where you can select FM AM, music collection, Bluetooth audio streaming, CD DVD, USB, adjust your sound system settings, manage mobile devices, and personalize the menu. Under sound, you can adjust the bass treble, balance and fader, select your volume settings, and resetting the system back to default. Now, we are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu. Current song playing information, artist, album, title. You do have the list of songs as well. Click the knob to the left and you can search, look at your artists, tracks, shuffle. And if you click the knob to the right, we can bring up your split screen options and personalize the menu. Now to go back, you can either click the menu to the left until you reach the main menu, or hit the menu button straight away. Next up, communications menu, where you can dial a number, look at your contacts, look at your recent calls, manage mobile devices, BMW assistance, messages, and all that. Navigation. It is available, just that the code has not been entered into the system. Connected drive, BMW assistance, concierge services, messages, vehicle apps, and all that. My vehicle. Down below, owner's handbook, where you can search the particular option or feature regarding the car. You can search it via quick reference, picture search, or keyword search. And you can also look at animations. Driving information with your onboard computer and trip computer. Technology in action. You can access your sport displays. Shows you how much power and torque you're using. Vehicle status with your tire pressure monitoring system. Engine oil level, check control, service indicators. You can also set your vehicle and iDrive settings. And lastly, notifications. Now, if we click the home button right up here, you can go back to the home menu, and once in the home menu, press this button and you can adjust the position of the tiles so you don't actually have to follow the default setting. And obviously it is a touchscreen, so you can use your finger as well. As shown earlier, power folding side mirrors. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your cruise control and speed limiter controls, while the right spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, different mode selection, seat track wheel, voice control, and your Bluetooth telephone control. On the right stalk, wiper controls, and on the left stalk, indicator controls. Locate the button at the end of the indicator stalk and you can go through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, range, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, average speed, digital speedometer, date, engine temperature, display off, and back to your range. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. And just above the start-stop engine button is the button to activate or deactivate your automatic stop-start feature. If you do have the feature activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop to save that extra bit of petrol that this car runs on. Adjustable front center armrest, with storage below. USB port is right in there as well. Auto dimming rear view mirror, LED reading lights and interior light, sun visor for the driver's side gets a vanity mirror and a couple of LED lights. And right up here as well, there is the SOS emergency button. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. To pop open the boot lid, you can use either the button inside the cabin that I showed you earlier on, the button on the key fob, or the touchpad beneath the BMW badge on the boot lid itself. Boot space in the M2 is 390 litres. For extra space, the 60-40 split rear seat backs can be folded down by using the levers on the top of the boot. On both sides of the boot are hooks. To the right, there is a storage net, and to the left, there is a power outlet. Under the boot floor is the vehicle's battery and a bit of storage. speakers, window control, bottle holder, and storage. The front passenger seat in this M2 gets full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, just that this side loses out on the memory settings. Manual thigh support for this side as well. And it is the same method to gain access to the back. I did set the front passenger seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the front passenger seat. Get about this much in terms of leg room, and about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. There are cutouts on the front seat backs that aid with a bit of extra leg room. There are also storage pockets on the front seat backs, rear aircon vents in the middle, power outlet below, a bit of storage right here, rear reading lights and interior lights, and there are hooks on the B pillars. Nicely sized glove box. And the sun visor for the front passenger gets a vanity mirror with a couple of LED lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2018 BMW M2 Coupe. Thanks for watching and goodbye.